I am going to take a backup of my acting portfolio website because I want to explore changing the homepage, the front page here, to another kind of layout. And I don't want to do that on the live site. I want to do that on a test site or a backup site. So I will use a backup or a clone plugin. There are a lot of different plugins for doing so. I have lately been trying out something called Mover, which is very straightforward. It doesn't look that great, but or the UI, but it works really well, and it's fairly straightforward to use. So I will show you how that works. So here I am then adding Mover. I see there's an error on this site. I've seen this error with other plugins as well. So something is going on with the site. I don't know what it is. So I'll go to install plugins and I will then add in the activate Mover. Mover is here on WordPress.org. And when I look at the ratings, you can see it get top ratings here. So it's been updated a month ago. There are not that many people that use it, but you can use it for single sites, multi-sites, and variations for multi-site. So I'll go back here, and here is then Mover activated. Various options in here. So Mover main screen here. I can go to migration tools. And what I want to do, I want to create export of this site. So I'll click export and I want to do export database, media files, plugins and themes. That means the whole site. Export type, I have to click one of these, and this is export to a single site format, which is kind of like the default or standard. So if you want a multi-site, you have to click here for multi-site. So this is basically it. And here are the pro options. I will then click export now, and it will start then zipping up the whole site. It basically takes everything here that I have, plugins, users, posts, pages, anything that I have on the site will then be packaged into a zip type of folder. So as you see, it's fairly quick, and this should be done maybe in 2-3 minutes. I'll just put on pause. So this is like a minute later or 2 minutes later. Here I can choose to download the package, or I can do so later and it will be in the package manager. So I'll just go to package manager now. And here we see the single site, and this is the package. I can click download. And if for whatever reason this does not work, I can see the path of where this is located. So this is then, I have a few tabs open here. This is for shock hosting. So I can go into cPanel, and this is then databases I've made for a new site. Because here I've first added a new WordPress site which is blank. So right now this is just a standard blank WordPress default site which I add into devmyactingportfolio.com. So I am on my acting portfolio, so I can look in that folder, which is down here, and I think it was under VP content and uploads. And here we see Mover export files, which is listed here. Mover export files 1. So that means Mover export files. And here is the file. This is basically the zip file of the site. I can choose then to download it from here, or I can just go here and click download. So I will download this to the site. I will open up the dev site I made, which I can use to explore this site at. So basically that is here. You can see the dev at myactingportfolio.com. And here is then basically the new site, which I have then just made a little while ago from adding WordPress.org manual file into the Shock Hosting file manager area, made a database, and then installed the new WordPress site. So I basically did so manually. Okay, so that is then been downloaded to my desktop. I'm here on the dev site. I want then to install Prime Mover here as well. So here I need to allow and continue, or I don't have to, I can do skip as well. So here is then packages. This is empty. I can then go back to Prime Mover here, and I want to go to it says download, export, restore, delete, etc. So what I'll do, I will then upload it to this file or this URL. That means in the dev myactingportfolio.com. So I will go here, and we see right here I also downloaded it to my desktop. So what I'll do, I can copy it here into another location, or I can just take it from my desktop. Dev my acting portfolio, content, uploads, and we have the Prime Mover export files, and I will just add that in here. Let's look at the path here. Content, uploads, Prime Mover export files 1. So what I'll do, I'll upload it to this folder. So 1, and I'll upload. I will drag it. I have another screen. I'll drag and drop it in here, or I can just click select file and browse for it and find it. So we'll go back, and here we see it. So I will go into the package manager for Prime Mover. I will refresh, and here we see it. So basically I can just restore the site here if we want to do that, or I can basically recreate the site. So that is also an interesting option to do, because now it's just a blank site. And sometimes it's just nice to start fresh and using, for instance, and importing some other files. So I'm going to go back here, and let's see if I create a new package. The options I have here: database only, export package for WordPress debugging. Here it actually would have been interesting to import just media and post and pages, for instance, but I'm not going to do that now. I will just go here. Let's see here, that is then the dev. I'll go to Prime Mover. I will go to packages, and I will restore the site to dev at myactingportfolio.com. So that's what's happening now. It's restoring my original site, which I have located right here, to the dev site. And it's fairly quick to do so as well. I will just pause it again for a moment. So it's almost done, and now it's migrated. So it says to resave permalinks. So I will just click this link, and it will open up a new tab and save changes here. Permalink structure has been updated. And it should look just like the real site. So the thing is, I need to turn off, you see the green eye here? This is actually a plugin I have that reminds me to either turn on or off Discourage search engine from indexing this site. So I want to turn that off under settings and rating. Discourage search engine from indexing this site. So that's what I did now, and now it is, you see the red and it has a slash through it. So this is then identical as my site right here. And now I can start exploring the front page of different designs I would want to have for this. So that is then prime mover of moving a site from one place to another.